I have learned that our journey, this life journey, is truly about coming into agreement with who you're already created to be. So good, so good, so good. It is about coming into agreement with who you are already created to be. You will inevitably, well, for some people will live their life and never fully, you know, get to all the greatness that is within, and they'll live a limited life. My prayer is that we all are able to live a limitless life. That's my prayer. That's my charge. That's why I'm out here doing what I do. Whether it's when I was in healthcare, when I was in education, now in public health, advocacy, in all my roles. I'm an advocate who just so happen to have all these different titles, but currently I serve as a public health policy analyst for the public health department. This life that we have is so amazing. It's so beautiful, and I know life can be tough and it can be challenging, but the more and more we remember who we are, sometimes it's hard because life is challenging, but you got to fight for yourself because nobody else will do it for you. You're your greatest responsibility. You're the number one responsibility. You are your number one priority. If you allow yourself to be open to shedding these false identities, these false beliefs, these false narratives that you have taken on as your truth, that has inevitably limited you, your ability to achieve all the great things that you actually were created and designed to achieve. If you were to shed those, you would be able to truly become who you were already created to be. And you will break so many limits. You break so many limits. So what I did this morning, and what I'm going to encourage you all to do to start moving in that direction and to truly become limitless, is to dream. It's to dream. I made a video, it's probably a month ago at this point, and it was called You Deserve to Dream. So go back on my page, you'll be able to see it. I'll try to link it somewhere in the videos. I'm still learning all these little details about YouTube, but it was called You Deserve to Dream. And it just came to me. I actually spent some time in all that stuff that I was doing and getting ready and just going through my day, because I slowed down. I wasn't rushing to work. I wasn't rushing to take care of anybody. I just was going slower and just being with myself and being in the moment and enjoying taking care of, you know, the home I'm blessed with and my space. I had the mental capacity, because I had space in there. I had some rest. I had the mental capacity to dream a bit. We are in a high production economy and nation. Everything is mass production, fast, and we rarely take the time to dream. And so this morning, as I was just doing my stuff, it came over me, the ideas came, and I start dreaming and writing out. This is making the vision plain. I start writing out what I seen in my head. That's vision. The amazing thing is that the vision came to me years ago, and I just took some time. I create vision boards, and I keep them up because you need to be able to see it. You gotta train your brain. And so I keep it up so my brain knows this is the direction that we're going in, right? This is our direction. I know our life looked like what it looked like now, but this is the direction we're going in. And so in order for your brain to start bringing to you what you see in your vision, in your future self, you got to have your visuals. So I keep my visuals up and I move in that direction, but I don't have to force it. It comes to me. It's just beautiful how it works. It's power. That's powerful, right? And you don't have to force it, because what's for you is for you. So it will meet you as long as you go in that direction. But you don't know what direction to go in. You don't even know what to put on your vision board until you take some time for you to simply dream. Take time for yourself and dream. You deserve it. We all deserve to dream. I literally put on there that everyone deserves to live well and be free. And being free is not, you know, some people think about being in prison, like a physical prison. You can be free physically and be in prison in your mind. Be in prison in your mind. And if you're living a life that's subpar to what you were designed to experience, you're living in a prison. You're living in a prison in your mind. So break out of that prison in your mind, shed these limitations by taking some time for you, and start dreaming. Start dreaming again, okay? Start dreaming about what you want your future to look like and move in that direction and watch what God does. You ain't got to believe in God because he believes in you. That's the beautiful thing. You ain't got to believe in God. He believes in you. And he's here, he's waiting, he's ready when you are. But he'll meet you. He'll meet you. And you'll start seeing the evidence in your life. I track it. I track it. I call them wins. I create a club win. I call them wins. I track it. I jot down the evidence. This is what I do. It's what I love to do. It's what I've been teaching others to do for a long time. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to just take some time for yourself and dream. We need it. We deserve it. Hey, and I always tell people, this was on one of my vision boards as well, years ago. I always do a theme and a title of my boards. And the board title was, you're worth it and you're worthy. You're worthy and you're worth it. It's one of them iterations. You're worthy of it. You're worthy and you're worth it. Something like that, y'all. But yeah, y'all, you are worthy. We all are worthy and you deserve it. You do not want to live this life for other people, live this life paying bills, all right? We got to pay bills. I hate paying bills. It's a part of life, but reduce these bills as much as possible so you can get some margin. You can get some space, some freedom. And when you're able to just take some time for yourself, just a little bit of time, right? If you only got 5 minutes to start out with until you, or a minute or two, until you know, gain that muscle of prioritizing yourself. Because y'all, ain't it wild? Ain't it wild we struggle as a humankind to take care of ourselves and prioritize everybody else before we prioritize ourselves? That was a design. We're conditioned. But if you were conditioned, that's a learned behavior. If you were conditioned to do it that way, you can be conditioned to do another way. And you got to just tell yourself that I'm worthy to dream. I'm worthy to live a limitless life. I'm worthy of it. So even if you just, you know, I have sticky notes all around. Having ADHD, the best thing for me, even before I knew I had ADHD, sticky notes, just having places to drop it somewhere and get it out my head, because I get so many ideas. That's the beautiful thing about having ADHD. We're such creative beings. So many people that have been like top-notch creators have had these amazing brains, neurodivergent brains, and just don't let anybody limit you. Folks that have ADHD and neurodivergent brains, don't let folks limit you, because it's not a limitation. It's actually your biggest gift. It's actually your biggest gift. I say superpower. People that know me know I love superheroes. It's my superpower. And so much I thought was me, that was my superpower, which it is. It actually aligned with ADHD. I'm not going off on a tangent, okay? I'm putting my ADHD in check. I know you want to go there, girl, but we're not going that way. Just know, just know that, dang it, I lost it again, y'all. ADHD is no joke, but it comes back. It comes back. I've been taking care of my brain, so perimenopause, don't hold it back too long, because ADHD will divert the thought, and perimenopause will make it harder for you to even remember what you were talking about in the first place. So let me go back to limitations. Y'all getting real. Normally I edit this stuff out. I'm not editing it out. I'm gonna do raw, uncut, so y'all can see what it's like to be in a brain that is living with ADHD and perimenopause. Also healing from PTSD and OCD. But in this moment, what you are seeing in real time is what ADHD and perimenopause look like. And child, it could be a challenge, but whatever. We're here, and I love me, loving me for me. Okay, so yeah, y'all, don't let anything limit y'all, even conditions, diagnosis. Like, nah, just use it as your superpower. Turn it on its head. I am a super optimist, always been. Nickname Sunshine. My grandma called me her social butterfly. My colleagues, I've been called Sunshine. Some of them in patients have said, you're such a light. So I know this to be true about myself, but it's, you know, it's great that I call them like God wings, God confirmations, and evidence in my life. Especially it comes right when I'm doubting. And people say that and just remind you. Sometimes people along the way, they'll remind you of who you are when you're doubting yourself. So take this as an indicator, as a God wink, that I am on your screen right now to remind you to take the limits off, to believe in yourself, to dream again, to take some space, top of your day, periodically through your day. At the end of your day, if you can do it, at the end of my day, I'm wiped out, y'all. Child, I'm wiped out. But first thing in the morning, do it for you. Take some time. Take some time and start dreaming again, y'all. We gotta dream again. This world is so chaotic, it's so wild, but it's like that because so many of us, we're asleep. We're asleep. We are not producing. We're not creating. We're not creating. We are not putting in this earth what we were brought here and created to do. So we have to dream again. We got to be open. We got to take some time, take some breaks, turn off the screen sometime, mute it, even if you got to have it in the background for whatever is happening internally. I get it. I have my own struggles. But take some time to dream, y'all. You need some space because each of us were born as a solution to the world's problems. Have anybody ever told you that? When you talk about purpose, I remember years ago, it was a whole big thing. What's our purpose? What's our purpose? Let's find our purpose. The only being that truly know your purpose is the one that created you. Is the one that created you. And God's purpose for each of us is to solve a problem in the earth. We're here to solve a problem in the earth, to unite as his children and to solve a problem in the earth. So you got a purpose. Ain't that powerful? It's so powerful. It's so powerful. When you realize you're here for a reason, you're not just here to exist. You're not here to stay in horrible situations and you don't deserve it. None of that. You're not here to just live a life of lack and of poverty and destruction and despair. That's not why you're here. You're in that situation for a reason and for a season. It's not your whole life because you have the power to change it. No matter how young or how old you are. Because it's about, again, your mindset. Y'all, when you realize that we are here for a reason, for a purpose, oh, it is powerful. It is powerful. Just know whatever your purpose is, the end goal is to help unite God's children, solve a problem in the earth. Unite his kingdom. Unite God's children, which is his kingdom, and to solve a problem in the earth. And you cannot dream if you're sleeping. Well, that's not what I meant to say, because you can dream when you're sleeping. What I mean is if you're just sitting here constantly scrolling and being fed narratives and being influenced by folks. Now, this is good influencing. Okay, let's just disclaimer that. As a disclaimer, this is good influencing, okay? Because this is about helping you break free mentally. Break free mentally, okay? So if you're just sitting there and you are waking up every day exhausted, doing your regular routine, 9 to 5 working, taking care of others before you take care of yourself, and you're just surviving, you're always surviving, you're always surviving. I grew up in poverty, so we're always surviving, never thriving. Never thriving, always surviving. If you're always surviving, then you're crashing out and you exhausted and spazzing out and just like hating life. It's hard for you to dream. So you gotta just take one step Just one step. That's why I said if you could just start with 1 minute. Just start with 1 minute and prioritize yourself. Top of the morning is best, y'all, because it's before you take care of anybody else. Being in touch with yourself, being in tune with yourself, being connected with oneself, with thyself, is vital because it informs your decisions throughout your day. Okay? And spending time with yourself allows you to get connected with the spirit within, and the spirit within will start illuminating. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful when you experience it. The spirit within will start illuminating your reality, who you are, your true identity that was already in you, that is still in you. It's just lying dormant. You just got to activate it. You got to wake it up. And I love doing that. I was known as a hype girl growing up. So I'm an activator. I am an activator. Okay? So you got to activate the spirit that's lying dormant within, the dreams that is attached to that spirit that's lying dormant within, that's gotten covered up by all the nonsense and the chaos of the world and the narratives and the falsehoods that you've believed because of what other people said about you, and you've limited yourself due to those false identities and their issues. Them issues ain't yours, but you took them on as yours. Child, it's a lot, and it's cyclic. It goes in cycles, and then you pass this ideology and this way of living and way of being onto your kids, and then now you got generational destruction, generational limitations that is placed on generations, and you can break it out of it. I know I was created to be the one to be a disruptor. Okay? I know that's how I was made. I disrupt all the things, okay? All the things, because no, we're not living in chaos and dysfunction. I refuse, since I was a little girl, I refuse to live in dysfunction. I remember saying when I was younger, we have learned to function in dysfunction. Y'all, as a people, as a humankind, we have accepted and learned to live and function in dysfunction and in chaos. No, 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 no. Now, I teach people how to live well in chaos, but at the same time, that's to steady themselves. But also, you gotta ready yourself, because you're not supposed to live in chaos and in destruction and dysfunction. Okay, so we gotta get up out of there. And in order to do that, you gotta activate yourself. And you gotta activate yourself by first spending time with yourself. No distractions, no other voices, no other influencers, because it's only one being that knows why you're here on this earth. One being.